Jackson is the radio host of Washington Redskins Game Day. He joins me now live from Ocean City, New Jersey. Thanks so much for being with us. So Daniel Snyder, swearing he would never actually change the name. What did change his mind? Was it an issue of conscience or just money?
I think it was the pressure, from the NFL, which of course starts with money, right? That's how all these things get changed. For a long time, he had said, he believed in the tradition of the name, and this is a team he grew up rooting for, and didn't think it as derogatory. But obviously, times have changed, and opinions have changed, and the FedEx part of it made it too tough for him to say no. Nike obviously also followed suit, and I think Pepsi Co. as well. And then, of course, you mentioned Amazon and Target, pulling the merchandise off the shelves, and that was pretty much it. And then the NFL part of it, we'll probably learn more as time goes on, but I'm sure there was extreme amount of pressure from the other 31 owners to say, look, this is making us all look bad. You've got to do something about this.
Yeah, this really was a long time coming. I remember this decades ago back in the States being raised by Native American lobby groups, just saying it was insensitive and being easily kind of ignored. Finally, the time has come, and you, as the quintessential Redskins fan, are you sad to see it go?
I kind of felt like it was coming for a while. And like I've said to fans before, when we had these conversations on the radio, is like, it's still the team you cheered for, right? It's still the team that you were a part of. It's just going to be called something different. I don't think that changes, but, I think it's kind of a generational thing. I think there's some younger fans that are excited about the new branding and the ideas, and they're kind of getting into this, hey, could it be the Red Wolves? Could it be the Warriors? And they have these red tails, these ideas, and they kind of show, these new logos they're making. They're excited about it. Whereas I think there's an older generation, even guys older than me, my father's generation, who grew up with a team that I think are a little bit more attached to it because it's what they're, what they've been used to and what they've always come to know. And I think it will take some getting used to for some, for sure.
I just got to ask you personally, is there any sort of preference, and from what you're hearing from your listeners and the other fans, what direction, what kind of name do they want?
It's interesting because for a while it looked like Warriors was always the preferred name. This had been going on for a few years, and obviously whatever they do, it's not going to be with native, symbolism and mascot. That's been made very clear. That's not going to fly. So maybe Red Wolves have been brought up quite a bit. That seems to be getting some momentum. And all these names that we bring up, though, the funny part of it is they're all right now, being squatted on by, in trademark situations. So the NFL and, the Redskins are going to probably have to pay money to wrestle these trademarks away from some people that have kind of squatted on these, looking for an opportunity to make some money.
And just, as for the entire NFL, are there other names that you're seeing get some attention that also might have to look at doing the same thing?
Well, you got to wonder about the Kansas City Chiefs for sure in the NFL. I think that's the one that's really obvious. And, a lot of it, too, is the way the game days are presented with the native images and the mascots and those things. I think that's what's, in baseball, the Atlanta Braves have caught a lot of criticism for the tomahawk chop and the chants they do during the game. The Cleveland Indians have already come out in baseball and said they're going to review their name as well. And their mascot, they had already changed a while back. Chief Wahoo, they had taken that off of the shelves, although there are some places you can get it still. But, and moved to the C logo as opposed to the cartoonish imagery. And, the Braves as well. So those are the ones I think. But I think Kansas City Chiefs potentially will be the next one in the National Football League.
Gotcha. Okay. Scott Jackson, great to have you. Thanks so much for joining us from New Jersey there.